Hi, my name's Kat. Thank you for joining me today for this slow flow sequence. So if you have a bolster, we're going to straddle it today. If you don't have one, you can just raise your hips up a little on a block or maybe a couple of pillows or just sit cross-legged on the ground, whatever's best. I'm going to start by closing down the eyes, rolling your shoulders back and down gently, so we're just opening up the heart space, lengthening the spine, so the crown of the head's reaching up towards the sky, grounding down through the sit bones, and just bringing some awareness to the natural rhythm of breath as it flows in and out of the body. With each inhale, feeling the nourishment it brings. And with each exhale, feeling the release. And as you observe the breath, observing the belly rising and falling, begin to observe all the sounds around you, but not from a perspective of labeling and understanding those sounds. Instead, hear it with curiosity, like you're hearing it for the first time, and go even beyond hearing to feeling that vibrational frequency. How does your body react to each sound? Where can you feel it? Let go of all judgment, all expectation, and just observe. And then begin to shift your observation to your sense of touch. Feeling the earth or the bolster or the pillows or whatever is beneath you. Feeling that sound on your skin as well as your clothes, the temperature, the energy radiating from within, and also the energy floating around. And even though we are still, you will feel your own rhythm. It may be a little rocking, a little pulsing, a little circular motion. Just observe. Every single cell in our bodies are made up of energy that changes the way it reacts depending on the observer. When we are more connected, more in tune with vibrational frequencies beyond the human existence, the more we are calm and present, the faster that vibration goes. If you think of a radio channel with the different frequencies that you can tune into, We have our heavy frequencies where we feel fatigued and emotional. And then we have our fast frequencies, which children are quite often more tuned into than adults. And that's where there is bliss, where there is awe, where there is wonder, peace, joy, contentment, trust. It affects our brain waves. It affects our heart rhythm. And you have the power by finding this stillness. As we flow through our slow flow, stay connected to this inner stillness, this awareness, and our movements will complement our vibrational frequency. You keep the mind still. If it is busy, as long as you are aware of what's going on within the mind, you're observing the mind instead of it being engaged and lost within it, you will still benefit in this feeling of stillness. And over time, like strengthening a muscle, that stillness capacity will increase. Keeping the eyes closed, on your next inhale, begin to reach the arms up through center, all the way up through the sky, and circling back around behind you as wide as you can. Let's repeat that again. Inhale up through center, getting into your end range of motion with your arm circles. Feeling the shoulder blades move, keep flowing the arms in your circle. But trying not to compensate in the spine. Inhaling as they go up, exhaling as they go behind. And then change the direction of your circle. Inhale up backwards. Exhale down through center and front. Again. So we're observing all the sensations. One shoulder may feel different to the other, releasing judgment. Feeling the energy shift around you as you flow. Keeping the mind aware in your version of stillness. Everyone's capacity for stillness is going to be different day to day. The consistency and practice is key. Last one. And then we'll interlace the hands behind, roll your shoulders back, open up the heart, lift the chin. And then interlace in front, round your spine, scoop your belly. And opening your eyes as you come up through center with those hands still interlaced. And we release them down. Now with your chin, gently bring it to your chest. And then your ear to your shoulder. Lift your chin to the sky. And back around the other way. So chin towards your shoulder. Up through center. And back. Let's go once more in both directions. Gentle and slow. These muscle fibers are a problem area for many, so listen to your body. And then coming back up through center, we'll bring one ear down towards your shoulder. If you want to add a little bit of resistance, we can bring the hand onto the head until you feel that beautiful stretch. And reach your arm away for a little bit more, or sit on your hand for a bit of a deeper stretch. So keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips, so we're only leaning from the head. When you feel any intensity, you can ease off, breathe deep. And then we'll turn the chin down towards your armpit, making sure your shoulder hasn't rolled forward. And then turn your chin up towards the sky, still keeping that lean. And gently release. Go over to the other side. Deepen the breath. Bring your chin down towards your armpit. And then up towards the sky. And gently release. We'll bring the bolster out of the way. And come down onto your hands. And circle out those ankles. Back the other way. Give your toes a little wiggle and stretch them wide. And drop it down to our tabletop. So knees in line with hips, hands under shoulders, spreading your fingers wide. We'll do some spinal segmentation, which is a really beautiful mobility stretch. So starting in our cat-cow without the belly dropped and chin up. So similar to cat-cow, but we go through one vertebrae at a time. So begin to tuck your tailbone under, keeping your chin up to begin with. Scooping your belly as you get into the mid-back, and then you begin to round into the shoulders, and then lastly the chin comes down. So we'll go from the tailbone again, begin to stick the sit bones up, slowly dropping the belly one vertebrae at a time, dropping into the shoulders and lifting the chin. Let's do that from the tailbone one more time, a little smoother, active through the core to help the movement. And exhale into your scoop. And inhale. Back the other way. Now let's start from the chin. Drop the chin down. Begin to round through the shoulders. Into the mid-back and tucking that tailbone under. Then lift the chin. Begin to drop the shoulders, mid-back, and stick the tailbone up. One more. And then one, normal cat-cow. Exhale, round in one go. And inhale, lower. Beautiful. Come back to neutral. Walk the fingertips out. You can either bring the forehead down onto the mat, keeping your hips high, or if you want to deepen into that thoracic spine, bring the chin and the chest down towards the earth. Then scoop your body forward, coming all the way down onto the belly, into our Sphinx. Your elbows are under the shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open up the heart space. Deep breath here, checking in with your breath, your senses, your grounding into the earth, and the stillness, or practiced stillness within the mind. Drop the chest down. We straighten your left arm. Pick that right foot up and over into a twist. Optional to lift your right arm up and bring it behind your lower back. Inhale to float it back up. And exhale, roll back to center. Other side. Arms straight, out in line with your shoulder. Opposite leg lifts up. You can just rest your head down on the floor if that feels okay. So you have the option of keeping your hand grounded, or we inhale up. Back of the hand comes to your lower back. Exhale, opening up the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, ground down and rolling onto the belly. We'll repeat that again, but this time we're going to go deeper into the chest. So the left arm is going to be in a cactus position. So your elbows in line with shoulder or slightly forward, and then wrist in line with elbow. Lifting the opposite leg once more and twisting behind. You may not be able to get as deep on with the elbow bent. So just work towards where is a good stretch without pain. Discomfort is fine, pain is not. Use your breath to soften the sensation and the power of your stillness within the mind to not get caught up with any judgment. We'll come through center, elbow in that cactus position, and over to the other side. For me, one side is a lot tighter than the other. Noticing with observation and allowing. And come back through center. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Exhale, push up and sink back into a child's pose. And sit bones down towards your feet. Lengthening the spine, really activating into your fingertips. And lift the chest. We'll bring your right hand into the center. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, bring it all the way under. We come down onto the back of the shoulder. And really try to open your chest to the side of the room. You have the option of staying here, or we extend the right leg out. You can keep your toes down, or if you want to try the balance, we lift your leg up. Just don't open up the hip because you will roll backwards. And gently bringing it down. Inhale, twist the arm open. And exhale to release. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle, grounding down through the back of the shoulder and the head. Option to stay. Pull your shoulder back, get that stretch first. Or option to straighten the left leg. Maybe even lift. Bring it in Inhale, open twist. Exhale, down. Now coming back into your tabletop position, we'll extend the left leg back and push your heel back until you feel that stretch in the back of the calf. And your front knee, flick the foot out to the side as you roll onto the side of your back foot and open up into a side plank. Turn your palm backwards, bring the back of your hand to your lower back, look to the sky and open your chest. You have the option of lifting the leg up, maybe bending the knee and grabbing the foot. Pull your shoulder blade in towards your spine, squeeze into your glute. Extend back out. Bring your hands down, swivel your knee in, bend your elbows, bow forward, lift up, swing your leg out to the side and forward. So on the outside of that front hand. Bring your other knee a little further back. And then roll onto the outside of your front foot. Bring your hand up to your knee and look behind. You have the option of bending into the front knee and grabbing the foot, or at least balancing in that direction. You also have the option to deepen it, to come down onto that forearm. You're on the forearm, coming back up. Release. Come through center. Walk the foot out in line with your hip. And inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Swivel your elbow to the outside of the knee. Really connect them together and pull yourself behind. You have the option of staying here or hinging the toes under and extend. Gently drop the knee back down if it's lifted. Uncurl the toes. Come up through center. Lower your hands. Curl your back toe under. Lift, down dog. Pedal out your feet. Drop your knees back down into your tabletop. Extend your right leg out long. Push your heel back. And then bring your shoulders back over your wrists. We'll flick your bent knee out as we drop the heel into your side plank variation. Flip your palm backwards. Bringing the back of the hand to your lower back, looking up if that feels okay. Slightly pulling the shoulder back without thrusting into a back bend. You have the option of staying here, or we lift your leg, maybe even bending it to grab the foot. Pull that shoulder back, opening up the chest a little bit more, a little squeeze into the glute to get the stretch into your hip flexor. Extend back out long. Keep the leg hovering as we swivel your leg in, your left leg in as your hand comes down, bending into your elbows, bowing forward. And as you push away, we swivel that leg all the way up to the outside of your hand into our low lunge. Making sure you've got that stretch into your thigh. You can shuffle your knee back a little further if you need to. Roll into the outside of your front foot. Come into our twisted dragon. Look behind. Option to bend into that back knee to grab your foot. Also option to drop down onto your elbow. Deep breath. Observing sensation, observing the mind, observing the breath. Release the foot, coming back up. Walk your foot in line with your hip. And inhale. Lift your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands in prayer. Rotate, connect elbow to knee, and push away. Option to curl the toes under and lift your back knee. Drop it back down. Come through center. Inhale. Float your arms up. Exhale. Fold forward. Step it back to down dog. Pedal out the feet. Do a twist. Do any movement that feels good. Lean into anything intuitively. And finding stillness in your down dog. And to walk your feet up towards your hands. Bend your knees, grab your elbows, relax your jaw, your face, your neck, hang forward. Connect your feet to the earth strongly as we begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. And bring the elbows up to frame the face. And exhale your arms down by your side, taking a moment in Tadasana. Feeling the connection to the earth through your feet. Feeling your spine tall, your heart open. Your crown of the head connected to the beyond. Opening the eyes. Shift your weight into your left foot and bring your right foot up. Bring your foot onto your thigh, hinge forward into a standing pigeon variation. Now you have the option to just stay here. If you really want to challenge your balance and your twist, you're going to bring your right elbow in towards your left foot. And slowly coming up through center, bring your knee up and ground it down. Left foot up. Step it behind into a warrior two. So your heel of that front foot is in line roughly with the middle of the back foot. Let's bend into your front knee. Lengthen those fingertips out wide. Then begin to shift backwards. Bend into this knee and come down into a Skandasana. If you need to lift that back heel, you can. You can also use your hands if you need to. I'm going to swivel to the back of your mat into our low lunge with the knee lifted. Plant your right hand, twist towards your front knee. Option to stay, or we roll onto the outside of the feet and reach behind. Come up through center. Put your weight into your front foot. Kick your back leg up towards the sky, bending into the knee. And with your left hand, see if you can grab the foot. If you can't reach, that's okay. Releasing your foot, bend into your knee, hug that right leg in. You slowly stand up with strength in that left leg and plant it down. Take a moment to now Tadasana, reset, become present if the mind just went off on a tangent. And finding your drishti point, a focus point with your eyes, we ground down through that right foot, bring your left knee up. Hook it onto your thigh, hinge forward into our standing pigeon variation. So you have the option to just stay here if this balance is enough. Otherwise, begin to twist your elbow towards your foot, your left elbow to your left foot. Testing our balance and our trust. Come back through center, lift your knee and release. Swap feet. Begin to bring your foot behind you as we swivel into our warrior two. Bend that front knee. Shoot your fingertips long. And slowly bending into your back knee, lift your toes and come all the way down into a Skandasana. Hopefully your body was okay with that transition. Let's turn to face the top of your mat once more. Twist towards your front knee. Push your hand through the earth, reach your fingertips to the sky, and either stay or roll onto the back or the outside of your feet and reach to the back. Inhale up through center. Exhale, put your weight into your front foot and kick the back leg up. Bend into your knee, option to stay, or grabbing your foot if that's available to you. Soften into your standing leg. Release the foot if you have it. Bring it into a little crunch position. We're testing our strength and our balance. Push your foot through the earth. Come up and release. Tadasana. Bring the feet together. Find your drishti. Lift your heels. Begin to bend into the knees. Reach your arms forward and come as low as you can. If you need your hands to catch you, you can. Now from here, does your body allow you to drop the heels? If it doesn't, use your hands, support yourself however you need to. And when I bring your bum all the way down, however you get there, let's just meet in our boat pose. So your knees can be bent, you can hold on to your legs, or we can have the legs straight. We're on the back of the sit bones, scoop your belly in. And releasing the legs down, inhale, reach up. Now with your pelvis, do a little tilt. So we're sitting now on the inside of the sit bones. We're bringing your hip bones down on towards your thigh creases and then float forward, grabbing whatever part of the body you can reach. Let your body relax into it, deepen the breath. I'm going to grab hold of your left leg and slide it in. Inhale the right arm up and exhale. hook it on the outside of the knee and twist behind. And fold your hand down to your foot and see how high you can lift it. It's all right if it's not straight. And release that back arm up. And slowly drop the leg down and side bend and fold through center. Other side, you're going to slide that right knee up. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hook your elbow onto the outside of the knee and twist behind. Bring your front hand down to grab your foot, the outside of your foot, as we lift it up and straighten it as much as your body will let you. Lift your back arm into hinge forward, drop the foot down, come into a side bend, and then fold through center. And keeping your legs glued together, your arms long, you begin to roll down one vertebra at a time. So legs stay active, rolling onto the back of the sit bone, so creating a C shape with your lower back as we begin to lower. Try and connect your lower back before anything else. Then into your mid back. Then as your shoulders connect, your lower back slightly lifts into your normal lumbar neutral arch. Point your toes, reach your fingertips up over the head. We'll grab hold of your right wrist and then pull it to the side. And then let your feet shuffle as well. So you want to keep your shoulders and your sit bones grounded. Your right foot hooks over that left. So it's like a banana shape or a crescent moon, opening up the right side of the body. And then shuffling back to center. Walk your arms over to the other side, grabbing onto your left wrist with your right hand. Bringing your feet over, swapping which ankle's on top. Coming back through center. Arms come down by your sides. Feet come in hip distance apart. We'll bring the right foot up onto your left thigh. And push into that left foot and lift up until you feel a stretch in that hip flexor there. And squeezing into the booty. Drop the hips down. Keep the side of the foot there into your figure four. Bring your arms into a cactus, and then we drop the knees from side to side in this figure four position. And as it comes back through center, hug your legs in. You can either grab your thighs or your knee, whatever feels best. Aiming for a stretch in the outside of that right glute. Sometimes you may feel that a hamstring as well. If you feel anything in your knee, just adjust the position until it feels a bit better. And releasing the left leg long, hug your right knee in. Pull it over your body and reach behind, looking behind. Keep your shoulders grounded, and then it's up to you if you want to add a little resistance into the knee to twist a little bit more in the lower back. Back through center. A little cuddle for the knee. Drop that foot down. Then we'll bring your left foot up onto your right thigh. Now make sure your heel of your grounded foot isn't too close to your sit bones. Lift, push into your foot and lift your hips. Squeeze into your glutes. Gently coming back down, having the side of the foot on the thigh, arms back into your cactus. And let the legs windshield from side to side. Windshield wiper, I should say. Coming back through center, hugging your knee in, glute stretch. Release your bottom leg out long, hug your tummy in. And your exhale, come into your twist. Come back through center, hug your knee in. And release your leg long. Now, if you've got a bolster, you have an option of putting it under your knees or along your spine to open up the chest. We'll have your arms down by your side, palms facing up. We'll close our eyes for a little mini Shavasana. We'll come back to being the observer. Just checking how you feel compared to the beginning. Do you feel more aware, more connected, more in tune with higher vibration, more at peace, more calm? Or has something else arisen that you need to pour some love into? Just observe. Allow yourself to melt into the earth. Sometimes we're still holding tension in the body without realizing it. So just mentally check hands, arms, back, hips, knees, toes. And tuning into your energy right down to every single little cell. Visualize that every cell is filled with love, with light, with harmony, with balance. If you would like to stay here a little longer, feel free to stop the video. Feel this divine stillness. The stillness which is also so alive. Or you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly hugging your knees in with unconditional love and respect for your incredible body. And rolling onto your side, curling up in a little ball, we'll just take a moment to integrate this awareness, this presence, vowing to take it with us off the mat into our everyday life. Noticing your vibrational frequency and your senses all around you as much as possible to find stillness within the chaos. Stillness doesn't have to be physical stillness, although it is important to still allow that at times as well. And slowly come up to any comfortable seated position, meeting with our hands together in prayer. Filling up every cell with gratitude for your magnificent body. Bring your hands to your forehead. Gratitude for this time you've given yourself to nourish this gift of your body, to nourish your incredible mind, and to nourish your soul. Thank you for joining me today. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.